So good morning.
Good morning.
Tell us who you are and what you're doing here.
So I'm Mary Battle Broxton, and I lead employer brand and recruitment marketing for Tractor Supply Company. And I'm here at RecFest USA to talk about generative AI and the success that we've seen with implementing Paradox.
Wow, that's pretty big. And Mary Battle Broxton, I mean, what a
That's
cool
a mouthful.
name.
Yeah, totally.
What a cool name. That
Are you
is
a
awesome.
superhero in your spare time?
I like to think so.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you're a mom, we know, so yes,
Yes.
you are a superhero.
That's a very good point. Very good point. Okay, so what piece of advice would you give to TA leaders after 2020? I mean, especially, let's just talk about Gen AI, because it seems like everybody's afraid of it. What piece of advice would you give your fellow peers about Gen AI?
The first thing I would say is just embrace the disruption, right? We have no idea where this bullet train is headed. We know we're on a track, but we don't know the destination.
Yeah.
Things are evolving so quickly. So being open and agile is really important. I think having to upskill our teams to kind of mirror some of the digital and marketing teams that we work with is really important. We can't expect our counterparts in IT to know exactly what we need from technology, from a candidate experience, and then leveraging technology not just to make our jobs easier and to be more efficient for our teams, but to really place an emphasis on candidate experience.
So we've heard a lot of Paradox stories around efficiency, time saved, dollars saved. What's your story?
I think my story is, so Tractor's in a lot of rural communities and places where we might think that people are afraid of technology. But when I get emails from people who have interacted with our career site assistant, or they come to some of our hiring events, and they're like, hey, we spoke with Corey, it just makes that connection stronger with our brand for our candidates. So they think that Corey is a real recruiter or a TA professional that they're interacting with because the conversation is so natural, they don't feel like they're talking to a chat bot.
Why did you pick Corey? Because everybody names their chatbots for a certain reason. Why did you pick Corey?
We wanted Corey to be as ambiguous and up to our candidates' imagination. So Corey is either a male or a female name, and our avatar is pretty racially ambiguous, so that was one of the things that we were looking for. People make their own stories about Corey, and not to come with it with a predisposed idea of who she is.
So we're coming into Q4.
Yes.
Right? What has surprised you thus far about 2024?
2024 has been very interesting. I think we've seen a lot of change within the traditional or more of the employer brand speak, right? We've seen a lot of companies pivoting from things that we placed an emphasis on during the COVID timeframe. So what's been surprising to me is how companies are starting to pivot and to be a little bit more authentic about who they are in their hiring experience with candidates.
There's been some pitfalls recently with AI on the job seeker side and lazy apply and like applying to thousands and thousands of jobs. Have you seen that on your end, and what's been your experience with that?
We haven't seen that too much. Some of what we've seen has been, I mean, of course, we're trying to get quality over quantity, so we've been really targeted with where we spend our dollars and who we're trying to engage. So less of a mass appeal approach and more of that targeted persona approach.
So in that same vein, are you using Corey to do kind of like some pre-screening up front, asking some pre-screening questions to make sure that those individuals who are applying for jobs, they actually meet the requirements for the job?
Nothing too crazy. A lot of our jobs that people apply for via Corey are more of our entry-level roles for like our distribution centers or our stores. So there's not as much experience required, but things like schedule is really important and availability. So those are some of the questions that we use Corey to kind of help us weed out people who might not be a fit for our schedules.
What are some other generative AI tools that you're either using or maybe looking to use, and how that may impact your branding?
Okay, so I'm really excited about this one. Not just from a candidate experience, but once you get people in the door, how do you keep them engaged and comfortable with technology? And our IT department has been phenomenal in placing an emphasis on using generative AI to help our store team members actually do their jobs. So we have really rural specialized customers oftentimes, large acreage, animals, and it's hard to be an expert in everything. So we have a solution, it's available to look up, called Hey Gura, and it's in the headset of our team members. So they can ask Gura questions. Gura is one of our sales acronyms. It's our customer service credo. So they're able to service each customer to the best of their ability.
Oh, wow.
Like
So
a
you
cyber
have generative
salesperson.
AI in your ear.
Yes.
So, okay, that being said, and that sounds incredibly cool, looking forward to 2025, what are you most excited about with tech, recruiting, whatever it is, what are you most excited about for 2025?
I'm excited about the challenge. How do we keep up? How do we keep evolving and being innovative? I don't think it's possible to keep up, to be honest, and it's not possible to use everything and to do everything, but getting a chance to really push our vendor partners, explore new things. I love change. I love disruption. So that
It's coming.
that energy is really what I enjoy. Specifically though, I think that we have to be really authentic as TA professionals, and so we just continue to get challenged with our employer brand. What's the messaging that we're putting out? So that evolution is something I'm really looking forward to. As you know, candidates are sharing their stories, they're being transparent, and we need to do the same as leaders.
So we're here at RecFest.
Yes.
We just started the day. What kind of things are you going to be looking for? What kind of vendors are you going to be shopping?
So I'm here for all of my peeps. I feel like I love our vendor partners like Shaker, and I'm here to interact and to mingle. I work remotely, and there's a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time.
Nice.
So getting to network and to I'm a hugger, so getting to do that with the people who I work with on a daily or weekly basis, and I just haven't seen them in a long time.
Well, we've definitely enjoyed meeting you. For listeners and viewers that want to connect with you, where should they go?
LinkedIn, my inbox is always open.
Love it.